In Norway's land, where faith was tight, a group of souls sought freedom's light. Quakers and Hojans, hand in hand, dreamed of a new and promised land. Kling Persson led with vision clear, to America's shores they would steer. 52 brave on sloops so small set sail for a life beyond the squall. But the ship was small, the journey long, but spirits high, they sang their song. Through storm and calm, they pressed ahead, with dreams of home where they'd be led. In Funchallsport, a tale was spun of wine and flags and a race begun. A young girl waved with colors bright to save their ship from cannon's might. In Kendall's woods they made their start, clearing land with all their heart. But whispers came of richer soil in Illinois, where they could toil. Glenn walked far to find the place where sloopers could their future trace. Past Chicago swamps to prairie's gold, a new chapter their story told. Through trials hard and joys so sweet, the sloopers built a life complete. From 52 to thousands more, their legacy forevermore. In every state their kin now thrive, the slooper spirit still alive. A tale of courage, faith and love, blessed by the stars and God above. Oh, sloopers bold, with hearts so true, across the waves to a world anew. With hope as guide and faith as shield, they journeyed far to a land revealed.
In 1787, a boy was born to be Lars Larsen Jalani by the wild Norwegian sea. A carpenter of timber, he sailed the coastal tides, till 20 summers found him caught in war's unyielding strides. The British man of war came swift in 1807's glow, seized Norwegian traders to the prison hulks below. There with Danes and Quakers in captivity he'd find a faith to guide him onward, a peace to free his mind. Oh Lars, with hammer and with heart, through storms and chains you played your part. From prison ships to freedom shore, you built a home forevermore. The Restoration sailed in 1825, an old fish boat turned sloop with dreams kept alive. Birth swords he carved from cramped decks for souls to cross the foam. And Margaret Allen Sloop Babe was born 'neath ocean's roam. To Rochester he wandered, the Erie Canal so grand, a town of 4,000 souls he'd work with skillful hand. With Martha and his daughter, the Quakers they'd embrace, a two-story house on 4th Street, and immigrants rest in place. For 15 years he labored, a beacon in the night, a way station for Norwegians seeking freedom's light. 6,000 crossed through Rochester, his name on every tongue, till 45 brought mystery, his final song unsung. Oh Lars, with hammer and with heart, through storms and change you played your part. From prison ships to freedom shore, you built a home forevermore. Left wife and 8 young children, a sister deaf and still, a legacy of courage from fjord to distant hill. The oldest house still standing for 100 years and more. Lars Larson's tale lives on by America's far shore. Left wife and 8 young children, a sister deaf and still, a legacy of courage from fjord to distant hill. Oh, the oldest house still standing for 100 years and more. Lars Larson's tale lives on by America's far shore.
In Norway's fjords, where mountains rise, a carpenter born 'neath northern skies, Clang person with restless feet set sail to where the horizons meet. He wandered ports from east to west, learning tongues, cultures, and quests. A friend to all with tales to share, a heart for kin beyond compare. The sloopers sought a land anew, where faith could flourish pure and true. Clang led them cross the ocean's might, 98 days through day and night. To New York shores they finally came, Quaker friends there knew his name. Near Rochester they found their place, by Lake Ontario's embrace. Nine years on, the land grew tight, sloopers sought a better sight. Clang ventured west through Chicago's gate, declined land for pipe and coat's fate. By Fox River, 'neath an oak shade, he dreamed of prairies, plans were made. 2,000 miles on foot he went, to share the news, his time well spent. With Slovic brothers to Missouri they went, Shelby County but discontent. Then to Iowa with Sugar Creek, Lee County and a new peak, with Charlotte but joy was brief. A year past came the grief,
invested in Bishop Hill's dream. Communal life, a hopeful scheme. To Texas he roamed, to Nordbo's land, 5 miles south where Dallas stands. The state granted acres 300 wide. For Norwegians he brought with pride. Half to Colwicks for his last days, a wanderer's end in friendship's gaze. Clang Pearson, his journey done, a legacy left under the sun. Clang Pearson, the wanderer bold, with a heart for his people, stories untold. Through lands far and wide he roamed and he strode, seeking a home where freedom abode. Freedom abode. In 1797, in Norway's rugged land, Ole Olsen Hetlandsvad was born with a steady hand. With Halder's holy books, he sailed across the sea so wide, aboard the Restoration, with faith as his guide. A teacher back in Norway, he brought his gift along. To Fox River's children, he taught right from wrong. First to preach in Norwegian tongue on this foreign shore, a parochial school he built with learning at its core. Fusigen, 39, he sold his land. To Newark he did roam, 80 acres claimed, a station he called home. The Underground Railroad ran beneath his care, with sons who fought for justice in the war-torn air. Porter Sword and Webster too, they battled slavery's chains, with Sarah by his side, through joy and through pains. For children blessed their union strong, in faith and freedom's name they'd march along. With haughty and fire he traveled far and near, through Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa's frontier. Books of devotion, words to save the soul, in Westabo's old church he made the spirit whole. Brother said rose in 47, a paper born of light, from Quaker roots and how you might. A voice for Norwegians in this newfound place. Ole's hand was there, a leader of his race. In 1850, Newark held his days, till 54, when death closed his gaze. In Millington's earth with Elizabeth he lies, a legacy of courage beneath the open skies. Where Ole Olsen, preacher bold, teacher of the free, led the Norwegian faithful through a new country. From Fox River's banks to freedom's call, a light for all to see. So sing of Ole Olsen, a man of faith and fight, who carried Hodge's vision through the day and night. From Stavanger's dark to America's dawn, his name and deeds forever live on. So sing of Ole Olsen, a man of faith and fight, who carried Hodge's vision through the day and night. From Stavanger's dark to America's dawn, his name and deeds forever live
1800, cold and clear, a boy was born in Teesverdeer. Goodmund Hauke, strong and true, a wheelwright's hands, a dreamer too. To Rennesoy, then Stavanger town, a servant's life he settled down. With Gurine fair, 7 babes they bore, then Caroline, 1 child more. The Fox River called, no doctors near, but Goodmund rose through toil and fear. No school had he, yet wisdom grew, a healer's heart, both bold and true. Through fever's grip and cholera's sting, he brought relief on tireless wing. An elder Mormon, firm in grace, a guiding star in that wild place. In 47 a paper rose, Nordless said, shone where the prairie grows. Goodmund led with a steady hand, a voice for Norse in a foreign land. At Ender's house the plan was sown, with Ole Olsen the seed was grown. A hog and spark, a Quaker's creed, a people's press for a people's need. The golden blades of mystery grand, Goodmund held in his faithful hand. Dietrichson scoffed with learned pride, but Mormon elders spoke far and wide. The Lutherans faltered, their voices weak, while Mormon tongues made the Spirit speak. In La Salle's fields by Fox's shore, Goodmund's name would echo more. In 49 the cholera came, a shadow fell on Goodmund's name. He fought for life, for neighbors' sake, till death's cold hand his breath did take. In the northeast corner they laid him low, a marker stands where the wild winds blow. 8 children mourned, a settlement wept, a hero's rest in honor kept. Oh, Goodmund sailed on the wild sea foam, from Norway's fjords to a new world's home. With faith and skill he carved his way, a life for the Slooper's dawn of day. So sing of Goodmund, brave and free, a Slooper's soul, a legacy. From Tesvar's hills to the Midwest plain, his spirit lives in the wind and rain. From Marseille's town, a Slooper's kin, Charles Nels Thompson's tale begins. Great-grandson of the pioneer line, a circus life both bold and fine. With Wallace brothers he took the reins, Hagenbeck's tents crossed dusty plains. Sell's brothers sailed to Aussie shores, a manager the world adored. Buffalo Bill with Wild West flair found a friend in Charles so rare. Ringling brothers he swayed their fate, Sarasota's winter gate. Tents and hay and pancake flour, cages strong for beasts of power. Susie swayed the elephant grand, all moved by Charles's steady hand. Oh, Charles the man behind the show, from Russia's frost to Sarasota's glow. He built the big top grand and high, a circus king beneath the sky. Roostabouts and stars align, trains and ships on time entwine. Through the he took a bride, Mary Louise by his side, Morris roots and Sarasota sands. A life split twixt two great lands. Fishing lines and cards he'd play, music filled his heart each day. A Shriner proud, a moose, a lion, his spirit soared, his soul was flying. Annie Oakley, sharp and keen, Wallenda's high, a daring scene. Clyde with lions, Emmett's frown, Felix laughed in clowning crown. They knew his name, though crowds did not, the man who tied the circus knot. From dawn's first light to canvas rise, Charles brought wonder to their eyes. In Rosemary's Rest he lies today, a universalist soul at play. Sarasota grew by his design, a legacy of showman's time. So sing his name, though softly